So let's move on to our next speaker. But before we get there, let me also remind you again that Y.Y.C.I International is a place of mastering mindset and transformation. Yes, you can. Let me remind you that there is power inside of you to create, to build, to perform, and to become great. And yes, you are gifted. Let me also remind you, just as what we just said, that it is not too late to create, to build, to develop, to pick yourself up and create and ignite, stir up the gift that is in you. Let me also remind you that you have greatness in you. Let me check something quickly. Okay. You have greatness in you. And yes, you can come out from all this comfort zone, blaming, complaining, lamenting, and do something great for your life. Let me remind you again, become a visionary of something new, an innovator, and also a creator, and gather your strong team to work with you. Rise up. Don't give up yet. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the situation, because greater is in you. And rise up and take up the giant leap. This is your time to achieve what you want to achieve your goals, to become whom you want to become, to give birth to greatness, to receive and to perform and to celebrate your uniqueness, your personalities, your gift, your talents, and even your achievement. And yes, you can. Dream big. If your dream doesn't scare you, then you need to dream again. But start small and grow bigger. Be determined, no matter the circumstances around you, and focus and don't be distracted. Yes, you can dream it, you can see it, and you can be it if you focus and determine and take necessary actions. Become a life learner. And on this note, I would like to invite you again to listen to Ambassador Bola Tito Ladapo Ayola, an entrepreneur, world-class motivational speaker and mentor, Y.Y.C. matron, Y.Y.C.I matron, and advisory board member. And she is going to share with us on mindset for opportunities in business development. Remember, she started last week on part 1. Now we are bringing her back to share with us part 2 of this mindset for opportunities in business and development. So, Ambassador Bola Tito Ladapo Ayola is a mother of 4 lovely children who believes that being a single mother does not mean you cannot achieve your potentials and live a quality life. I totally agree, 100%. Once a teacher, they say, is forever a teacher. I will not say much about that. When you listen attentively this morning or this afternoon, you will know that that statement is absolutely correct. She used her teaching experience and education background to raise her 4 children single-handedly. So for those that are single out there, there is still hope. And you can even become proud mother like our speaker, Ambassador Bola Tito Ayola. And you can even do greater things for yourself, for your children, and for the society. Ambassador Bola Tito Ayola earned her first university degree in education, and now she's a certified marketing consultant, event coordinator, project development manager, health and wellness coach, customer service advisor, PMO, and cyber security analyst. and a co-author. A very articulate, proactive, and teachable woman who adapts to any work environment and have a strong belief in personal development. She believing that everyone is unique in their own magnificent way, helping other people to achieve their potentials and make their dreams come through in her passion. She wants everyone, men and women, to become financially independent and live a healthy life. She is a business coach, mentor who loves mentoring teenagers and young adults to identify their God-given career at the early stage in life and coaching business owners to build their businesses. Ambassador Bolatito Ayola is the founder and the director of Inspired Lifestyle International, a platform which takes care of people's inner wellness, and Beauty UK Limited, under which she created an African clothing line called Beauty Boutique, hair called Beauty Hair Care Wash, Beauty Hair Care Butter, a product she formulated herself for her growth, and BT Transport Services for airport shuttle only. Oh, wow. So let us join me in welcoming Ambassador Bolatito Ladapo Ayola. She's our matron. She's our advisory board member. She's my own auntie and mentor, and she has what it takes to share with us this afternoon. And may I quickly also remind you, remember, she's also a wellness consultant, and she will be teaching on that tomorrow. So, was it? No, not tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? No, on Thursday. Thursday. So, if you enjoy our program today, our section, please join us again on Thursday, because health is wealth. How you take care of yourself matters. You are welcome, Ambassador Bolatito Ladapo Ayola.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share something on your platform. It's an honor and a privilege. So thank you very much for allowing me to do that. And I want to say thank you to Dr. Samina. So she's a wonderful grandma. Ambassador Professor Dr. Messi Bay, thank you so much for being here as well. Dr. Stephen Kamran, thank you for today's session. And Captain Eyari, thank you for listening to me, this small girl talking to you today. Yeah, my topic today is a mindset about opportunity in business development.
Part 2.
Part 2. Yeah, part 2. I know previously I talked about planning and other stuff, but today is going to be a different one entirely, because mindset, like we all know what mindset is all about. It's all about our perception, how we see things, how we view things, how we value things, individuals, human beings, and all that. So, and it's all about ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, how we value ourselves, what we think of ourselves. Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Before I go into today's topic, permit me, ma, let me just, in 2, 3 minutes, tell you my background.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to share it so that you know where I'm
Yes.
from. I was born into a family of civil servants, father, mother, teachers. My older ones, civil servants as well. So I wasn't raised with either gold or silver spoon. I was raised with in between plastic and aluminum spoon. Let me put it that way. We were not that poor, but we were not rich. So I came from where I decided that poverty is a disease and I will not be poor. Determining that I have to do what it takes to not be in that situation. My parents suffered because they were civil servants, they were poorly paid. And so we struggled a lot financially. And my mom, who is my role model today, was into all sorts of businesses. We call her jack of all trade. She was a tailor, she was a teacher as well. She was into so many trading, making pastries and all that. So I grew up with that mindset that even if you are not well paid as a civil servant, you can still earn living and live well. Well, I said I was not raised up with silver and gold spoon, but we were not hungry. We were never hungry. And amidst of that, we were still blessing people, giving out food to people. People will still come to us to take food, clothing, and all that. But I wasn't raised with fancy clothes, earrings, jewelries, no fancy shoes. But so it's just about the mindset now that in my own inner mind, I decided I will not remain in that situation. I decided that I will have to transform my life, my family as well. My mom, to God be the glory, she's 93, she's in America, she's living great now. But she struggled a lot, even as a young woman. So I will bring my story, into what we call mindset. Am I going to do it? Can I do it? Yes, you can do it. Thanks to you, ma'am, for for the name of your platform. Yes, you can. So this is why whatever I will share with you today is just going to be the reality of life. It's just what happens, how we view ourselves, how we live ourselves, and we bring it into our businesses, into developing our business as well. So I want to talk about opportunity. When I Googled opportunity, sorry, I got a definition that says a time or set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. So opportunity is not something that is just random. It's something that you have to grab because I have to make it work. So when somebody offers you that opportunity, it's something that you have to, whether you know it's going to work or not, think about it very well. Another definition says is a position, chance, or prospect as for advancement or success. So it is how you position yourself that this is an opportunity for me. I have a business or I want to go into business and I need to develop my business. How do I do it? Because I want to succeed. You remember your mindset is telling you you have to succeed. And that mindset takes you to the opportunity. And that mindset now takes you to your business. It takes you to your business. Business is what is business? It is what we do to earn a living. What we do to help others. What we do to provide solutions to problems. That is business. So business is more personal than general. My business is not your business. The solution I want to provide is not what you want to provide. So how do I now develop my own to be outstanding, to be different? How do I develop it? Development, like when I Googled it as well, it said, is an event constituting a new stage in a changing situation. An event constituting a new stage in a changing situation. Please underline the changing situation. So development is not static. It's not what you do today and you don't do tomorrow. It's a continuous effort. It's a process. It's something that has to be going day in, day out. It is a process that creates growth, progress. If you don't if you are not making progress, that means you are not doing anything to develop. To develop. So in one word, development is a process of being prepared, developed, or completed. So today, I said I'm going to be more practical today. Having known what mindset, business, opportunity, development is all about, I want to bring us into another word, which are called the seed sowing in business. Every business owner, everyone that goes out and comes in to earn a living is a farmer. As much as you are doing something to feed yourself, to help other people, to solve problems, whether it is services, it is trading, whatever it is, whether you are a career person, you are in a business and you are sowing seed, which means you are a farmer. So what kind of seed are we all sowing to develop ourselves, to develop our businesses? And then it is not only about the kind of business the seed we sow, where are we actually planting our seed? Location is very, very important in business development, in having this opportunity to develop your business. You have to think of the location. As I was thinking of this location, the story of the parable of the sower in the Bible came to my mind. Sorry for those who are not Christians here, I'll bring this. But what really struck my mind was there is a seed. This is your business. I'm sorry, I have to show you this. I'm a very practical. So this is beans. This is a seed. Yeah. And I have rice as well. So let's assume this is a business and the beans is another business. What Dr. Steven want to plant, maybe he wants to plant rice, which is a different, well, this is what I would call a high intelligence, right? And then Captain Eyare wants to plant beans. Maybe this one is a logistics business. Are they going to plant it the same way? Are they going to start up the same way? Are they going to be in the same location? They may not. So in planting your seed, don't plant your seed, the seed of your business, in a place where it will just fall on the ground and the birds of the air will hit it and it will not grow. Let me give you an example now. I live in a predominantly white community, and I'm a Black woman. Now I decided to open an African restaurant, maybe even a Nigerian restaurant in a predominantly white community. I'll open it there. That is me planting the seed of my business on a wrong location. It will just like the seed that drops on the floor, it will collapse because I don't have my tribe that will eat my food, that will patronize me. And if I'm in a predominantly white community, it will be difficult for people traveling to come and feed it. I could have, but it won't last. So the seed of this business that I just planted or I want to plant, I have to think of the location very well. Is it rightly located? Many businesses crumble today, collapse today, because they are not rightly positioned. And when you want to plant a seed as well, rice, when you cultivate your land, you just spray the rice on the floor, on the ground rather, and you begin to water it and nurture it. And with beans, you have to dig inside before you can plant beans. So the time the beans will germinate is different from the time the rice will germinate because they are not the same. And they are not going to be planted on the same geographical location. In an attempt for your business to progress, to develop, you need to know the geographical location of your business. When I wanted to start my African clothing line business, of course, our African clothes, I thought of me selling it in United Kingdom, yes. But our weather, very unstable, even in our summer, it's still unstable. So initially, I failed because I didn't actually plant it very well. I didn't remember that this is a country where we have an unstable weather. And I was just making light African clothes. On a good day, one would just think, okay, your business is not growing because you are not good enough. No, it is just because I didn't do my background check. I didn't do my investigation. I didn't carry out the necessary things I needed to carry out before starting this. Ooh, I just got the idea and I started. Marketing research. Thank you, ma'am. I didn't carry out that proper research. I just got carried away. So some of us, we are farmers. When we are planting our businesses, some are some are planted on a stony land. You start digging, you start digging. But because it's a rock, it's not fertile, it will not progress. It will not progress. So when you want to really develop your business, look at the people you are actually dealing with, your clients, your customers. In my first presentation 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I talked about tribe. You need to understand your customers, what they need. You cannot feed somebody that is not hungry. So you need to know what they actually need, or else you will just be digging. You are digging, but where you are digging is just rock. It will not bring anything fruitful. And in the process of developing our businesses as well, you still have this seed you want to plant. Let's talk about beans now, not rice. I have these beans. Maybe this beans is my is a school. Let me put it that way, a school or a barbing salon. And yeah, let me use a barbing salon this time as an example. So this beans is a barbing salon. And I planted it, I digged it, I did everything, I planted it. How many people need barbers? Will people have to travel all the way around to come and barb my hair? I planted it very well, but it is not on a fertile ground. It is not on a fertile ground. If I open my barbing salon in an urban area where, we have few people, as a Black woman, I opened a barbing salon, will the white people come to me to barb their hair? They won't even trust me. It is not about racism. It's just factual. They won't even trust me. They would rather go to a white barber. But now I want to actually have a barbing salon, which is this beans I'm holding. I'll go to the high street where we have mixed community. We have black, we have yellow, you have green, you have everybody. I will go there and open my barber. It doesn't matter how many barbers, I mean, there can't be enough because it's a crowded place. So in developing our businesses, let's think about where it's going to really progress. A fertile ground, a fertile ground for our businesses to grow and develop. And the last one I want to talk about this sowing of seed is thorns, thorns. Many of us, even when we plant out on a fertile ground, we did everything we need to do. We were so happy. Oh, my business is developing. But you are surrounded with toxic people. Those are thorns in the flesh. You are surrounded with toxic. It will grow, yes, but it will just be going down gradually, gradually, gradually. Gradually, it will be going down. And that business will not progress. It will not, you struggle to develop your business, but because you are surrounded with nice people, the people that tell you you can't do it, you are consumed with the people around you, wrong tribe, it's going to affect your business. So when you are struggling with developing your business, if you are very sensitive, just know that you need to get out of or get rid of some people or get out of that area. When I started my network business in 2013, I remember I was so happy this business has started. So yeah, I planted the seed. The seed is fine. It's a good product. It's a good seed, blah, blah, blah. But I started talking to my friends. I started talking to the people around me, my neighbors, my family members, and all that. Yes, it was too happy and the business was growing. And at some point, everything was I just started experiencing setback gradually, 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 gradually. It was going down. And I sat down and I wondered, why? Then I realized the people around me, the people that I even have as my team members, as so-called customers, were full of negativity. They were full of negativity. So that brought me out of them and I re-strategized my business. I restarted with a new strategy. And that is where I am today. Because I was quick to actually recognize what was really going on. Some of us, we introduce our businesses, we recruit, we even have our family members, I'm sorry to say, into our businesses. I said it 3 weeks ago that there's no sentiment in business. There's no family in business. I have been there and I know the danger in it. And that is why some of our businesses struggle now in developing your business. Get out of your comfort zone. Go out. If you need to recruit somebody, maybe a project manager, look for somebody who is an expert outside and recruit. That one will value the job he or she is being recruited for, rather than a family member or a friend that thinks, oh, maybe you even owe him or her. That's why you are giving them that job. Go out, look for experts. Look for experts to help you grow your businesses. Avoid sentiments. So now this will bring us to another point in mindset for opportunity in business development. some of the businesses today, especially the stakeholders, the business owners, fail because they lack self-esteem. When I'm saying this, I have been there as well. When I started my business in United Kingdom, I I was very timid because I was like, who do I talk to? So I was just focusing on my people only, my area people only. I mean, I just felt like nobody would listen to me. The self-esteem really affected me to the extent that even when I wanted to do presentations and all that, I would be like, hey, with my Nigerian accent, will they listen to me? How do I cope with this? How do I do this? And I will be looking for experts to present my home business for me. Until one day, I have three mentors. One is an American, one is a British, and one is Indian. Indian stroke or French, because it's mixed between the two. I was having a breakfast meeting with them, and I shared with them that I want to go to British school. And they asked me why. I said, because I want to know how to speak English accent. And the one that is British looked at me very well and said, do you know your problem? I said, what? He said, low self-esteem is worrying you. And until you get rid of that, you won't make progress even in your business. And you won't be able to develop your business. She told me, if you're in the midst of white people, even if your skin is as dark as anything, see yourself as white. Speak. Don't let anybody take your voice away. Speak. If they like, let them listen attentively to you and understand what you are saying. If they like, let them turn off. If you're in the midst of your black people, flow as much as you want to flow. She asked me, if you relocate to American today, will you go and learn how to speak American accent again? Or if you relocate to India, will you now go and learn how to speak Indian English? English is English, whether Nigerian English, Indian English, American English, British English, Scottish English, Walesy, whatever. Be yourself. Be proud of yourself. And I'm going to tell you today, if you are suffering from low self-esteem, get rid of it. Since that day, since that day, is like they removed something, a real veil from my eyes. I could stand anywhere to present. Before, even to stand in front of 5, 6 people was a big deal for me. I will stand in front of thousands of people to speak. I got rid of my self-esteem, low self-esteem. Many people suffer from it, even up to now. So if you want your business to progress, if you really want to develop your business, get rid of that low self-esteem. My mentor told me, and this is what I profess to myself every morning when I wake up after my prayer. She told me, Bola, you are not just enough, but you are more than enough. And since then, I see myself as more than enough, more than enough. And so I brought that mindset into my business. And there's nothing I can't do. There's no crowd I cannot face. There's no one I cannot walk up to and introduce my business to. Since then, my business, I mean, it turned a new leaf. I walked into a Santander's bank manager who was managing about 5 branches then. And I introduced my business to her. She looked at me, she said, "You have got. And because you have got, that is why I'm going to buy you. I'm not just buying your business, I am going to buy you. I love dealing with people like you. Fearless." I became fearless. And I want you to become fearless from today to develop your business. Cowards can't build businesses. Cowards can't build successful businesses. You won't be able to take charge. You won't be able to take control. You won't be able to take responsibility. You need to be bold. You need to be fearless. Because many people are actually hardworking. So I don't want to talk about you need to be hardworking or this one, adaptability. Or we all have that. But something is in us that is drawing us back. Some business owners, some stakeholders cannot even talk to their employees. They don't have that boldness to correct so many things. They don't have the boldness to do it. And that is why their businesses are being affected. And don't forget, my topic is mindset. So I will still bring us back to that mindset that whatever is that thing in our mentality that is drawing us back, you need to get rid of it so that your business can develop, your business can grow. You have all it takes. You have the software, you have the employees, you have the resources, you have all that. But something in you is not just making you grow. As the CEO, as the managing director, as the head of the company, as the general manager, whatever is the position, as the project manager, whether you are an employee or you have your businesses, you need to really, really get rid of low self-esteem so that your business, your career can progress. Thank you very much. This is where I stand. And if anybody has any question, I'm waiting. Question time. Dr. Samina,
Uh,
question.
yeah,
Thank
tell
you.
us the problems in communication when you were talking to Indian English and American English and other um, accent English. What were the problem you were facing at the time?
Yes, thank
People
you.
don't listen. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. When I approach people, I thought there was a problem in my communication with them. And that was because that was in my mind. That was what I was thinking of. But there was actually no problem. It was me that actually imagined the problem because of my low self-esteem that, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. You see, when I do presentations those days, they will be asking questions, blah, 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 blah. Oh, do you mean? And I'm still doing the presentation. So I was thinking maybe they didn't understand me very well. Maybe they didn't get my accent. Maybe this one, maybe that one, you know. So that was why I thought that was a problem. It was a problem for me. But actually, the problem was not there. It was just something that my mindset created. So it was not a real problem. And how did I get rid of this? Whenever I stand to do my presentation, I tell everybody, I tell them my name, where I come from. And I know this is a Nigerian lady standing in front of you with a strong Nigerian accent. So please listen. No question, no raising up of hands until I finish my presentation. no question, whatever question you have, write it down. Write it down. When I'm done, I'm going to answer everybody. So I was able to take charge. Because before I wasn't even in control because I thought I wasn't good enough. It was running in my mind. I thought it was a problem, but it was actually not a problem. Thank you. Did I answer that question, ma'am?
Thank you so much. That it was not problem, it was only because of mindset. You
It
were
was only
facing
because of my,
problems.
yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's good. Because
Wow.
some accent sometimes different in different areas. So there is problem. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Wow, you finished the presentation already.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just quickly do something because I know that I'll be going to work from here. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Ambassador Bolatito, I really like the illustration. I love it, especially when you practically use the farmer experience to illustrate to us. It gives us a better understanding of what it is to have might. And when you were sharing with us, it's like you are talking to me of my past experience about geographical, which is very important that you need to know the right location for your business. Because I was a victim of so many things you've said. And like we always say, a businessman, a woman, or an entrepreneur, we always learn from their mistakes. You
Yes.
know, I mean, that is why, especially when we start with running a market, managing the shops, and all that kinds of things. And what are you going to sell? And who are your audience? And even some people you think, and that is one of the mistakes that you also mentioned, that sometimes we assume that our first customer will be our friends.
Yeah.
We assume that our first customer will be our friends, our family, our church members.
Our habits.
We just assume. I
Yeah.
mean, like several times people, when they hear me selling my books before the COVID and other things like that, and they will say, wow, you are an author. I say, yes, and they will say, oh, you will, because of the foresight they have that I got to one of the biggest church in UK. So the first thing they will say is that, oh my God, you don't have problem. You've got audience already. Your church, they can finish all your books. I say, really?
Yes.
And also, when I started, because I started my trading in the market very earlier at Deptford Market, if and within that period, we started very well. I mean, I made money then because it's like I was the only one. And then my business is unique because I started with stationaries
Okay.
together with inspirational frames where I've written all the inspirations to frame it, design it, and sell it in market. And from there, I was making a lot of money. I mean, that time, I mean, imagine having 1,000 a day in a market.
In markets.
In a market, and then you have to, do your overhead, you have to do all that kind of thing. I was doing very well there. But then, because of that idea of, oh, if I go to Dustin, I can do much better because many, therefore is mixture of different people. It's close to illusion, if you
Yeah.
understand. Yeah. And then I said, oh, if I go to Dustin, it will be much better because I will be among at least our people and other things. So I moved my market to Dustin Market. I did not even gain anything from there. I mean, it was a place that, like you said about friends, They will
Yeah.
come in, you do the services, because I also improve in the sense that apart from trading, I'm also personalizing the products. I'm personalizing so that you want to print on your mugs, you want to print on your t-shirts and all. So I was also, so I bought the money I made from Deptford, I was able to buy all the printing machines. So I moved to Deptford. To
Just
Dusty. I started with the market. I wasn't doing very well, but because I have made a lot of money from Deptford, so that makes me to now bold enough to say, oh, okay, maybe because of the weather. You understand? Maybe because of the weather, let me rent a shop there. So I moved from the actual market to the shop. Oh my God. It was a shambles.
yeah.
Shambles. And then from there, I mean, it's like I couldn't get it right during that time. So I have to close it. And that time I was moving to another where we live now, because that time I used to live in New Cross, but now we're in Essex. But I can't be traveling to Dustin. But even though I didn't make much money from that place, but the perspective is that, oh, wait, oh my God, guess what happened? I used to do the mug for £15 for foreigners. I mean, for white people and other people like that. But when I moved to Dustin, you know my people, no? You know us. the price, the price, the
So two
price it
pounds.
to five, £5. And even to collect the money, you would think, well, you will get the money, something, let's just do it for them. They want to do this, then by the time you get the money, you have to sweat. You have to really sweat to get your money back. And even sometimes there happens to be even your church members. So
Yeah.
you're seeing them every day in the church and you're asking for money. I mean, there's one particular person, she didn't pay me up to 1 year. And even before she even balanced it, it was like a misunderstanding between us. And she was making that statement of, is it just not just this
Money.
thing? Why are you harassing me for this? Are you not a Christian? Blah, 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 blah. So I really resonate with your teaching today. And that is raw. And that is unique. And that is truth, really. So by the time I cross over to that, I have to close that shop and then have a shop now in Romford. Wow, that place is like, it was a right location because these people are coming to Romford to buy to do their shopping. And while they drop their demands, for me to print their mugs or stuff like that, they go for shopping. By the time they comes back, their product is already ready for them to pick up. So they pay me in advance. And they even pay from £5 to £25. So location is very important. And then the audience or your customers is also very important, that you need to know the right customers. You also need to know the right location. And even your product itself, you need to be improving it every day because there's competitors out there. Whatever you're doing, it's not new. Others are doing it in the market. How do
Yeah.
you rise above it? You don't compete with them, you don't fight them, but you focus on your product and see how you can make it more better. And also the way you present it, and also the packaging, how you are interacting with them, and also the packaging of your product. So these are the things that I have to learn
Yeah.
to break through on that side. So I want to say thank you so much. So when you were talking, I said, oh, yeah. And it is true sometimes that some things you think, because I remember clothing as well. When I wanted to, when I wanted to do something like that, I will pay people to bring the product, the clothing from Africa and bring it to UK for me to sell. I end up wearing some of the clothes. Because it's not the best, it's not the right idea, not in the right place. I end up, just wearing them because so it's very important. Your teaching is very amazing. What can I say to the answers you also give on Dr. Samina's question. Thank you so much for responding for that question. We will keep on learning. And that is why this transforming business and enterprise is so important. It's so important because sometimes, I mean, like my pastor will say that, do you know that majority of business owners, they collapse or they fail or they walk out of their business between the time of 1 year and 5 years. Firstly, it could be their expectation is not realistic.
It's not realistic.
Because if you are having a business and you want to be gaining profit right from day one, now you are not ready.
Yeah.
If doing a business is because you want to make money, then you are not in the right mindset. If doing a business, like my sister have said it as well, and you assume, you do it based on assumption that, oh, these people will buy it. No, you have to research first before you start making it, because you might look at it that it is good for you, but is it good for others? And if you are doing business, you are not doing business for yourself. You are doing it for others to buy. So you need to know the taste, the demand of others, not your own taste. So that is very important as well. And also the packaging. Oh, well, that is very important. You might be selling a small seed. How are you packaging it? How are you presenting it? And how are you pitching it? Like 2 days ago, Dr. Suprata showed us that video, and he also talked about it when talking about branding.
Branding, yeah.
Yeah, when you were talking about branding, how do you package it? And you can package it well. It can be a good product, but how are you pitching it? I mean, you can see in that video how every of the stakeholders wanted to give offer.
Yeah.
Yes, to give offer to this guy because he presented and pitched it very well. You understand? I mean, like the other person also says that sometimes the idea you have, I mean, Our Royal Majesty King Sir Clyde said, his idea of I change nation. He was able to, somebody else bought it, and he has almost 70% of that business because he knows what he's doing. He knows his product. He knows his ideas, his vision, and he was able to present it well for people to understand it. That's why we say, write your vision down. Majority of people, especially our people, they don't even have business plan. They don't have mission statement.
No.
And they will say they are doing business. I mean, I've fought so many people here in UK, most of my friends, when they tell me all their visions, their ideas, and this one and everything, and I ask them simple questions. Show me your vision. Have you written it down? Show me your business plan. Show me your marketing strategies, your research about what you want to do. And show me your mission statements. Because if you don't have these things in place, it's like you always said, jack of all trade. Because by the time you start business and you think that, oh, this one is not working, you are looking at other people's business and they are flourishing. The next thing that will drop in your mind is, I want to do that business. So you abandon this one and jump to another business because you don't have a clear vision, a clear strategy, a clear mission statement for you to follow and guide, and you don't have patience. Because to run a business is not overnight.
It's not overnight.
I started all this business I was doing then. I mean, for me to be really flourishing it took me almost 5 to 6 years, or even, yes, 5 to 6 years. So you need to plant it, like you said, farmer. You need to plant it, water it, plant it, water it. So even if you have a right land, right location, you also need to be working,
Yeah.
make it better, plant it, Watering is making it better. So you're watering it. So you don't stop. Farmers never stop.
No.
They've planted, they're still going back. Maybe there are some weeds around what they've planted.
Weeds.
It.
Weeds
So
of
yes, so they remove it. They remove it. They keep going there. If that is the job they have to do, they have to do it to create space for that thing to grow. So they do that, and then they water it. They water it. And they regularly go there. And farmers sometimes might wait for 1 year or 6 months. For example, if you're doing something like cocoa is not overnight. Bamboo tree is not overnight.
Overnight.
Whereas if you put your water of tomato, that one can be overnight. So it depends. So these are the three principles that you have given us practically, and I really appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I believe that Dr. Stephen, you are still here. Do you want to comment or ask question quickly so that we can move on? Dr. Stephen Cameron?
I mean, it was an amazing presentation. I really enjoyed it. Full of wisdom, full of knowledge, full of practical experience. I loved it. Thank you so much. Our very dear Ambassador Palatito. Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Yes, full of knowledge, full of wisdom, and that is why I'm really attracted to her. Thank you so much for your teaching. Captain Ayari, I've not heard from you for a long time. Do you want to contribute? Captain Ayari? No? Okay.
Comment. He sent in a comment on the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. I've been listening to her presentation. It's so amazing. I like the fact that her presentation is so practicalized on
Yeah.
herself, and it's very
I love
captivating.
it as well. I
Thank you,
love it so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
More
Captain
grace,
Ayari.
more grace.
Okay, thank you so much. I need to know your full name, Captain Ayari. So please, can you send it to me?
I'll DM you. I'll DM you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right. On this occasion, we would like to end this program today so that tomorrow also is another day. Let me quickly show you something quick and then we can close for the day. Thank you so much, Ambassador Bolatito, for sharing this valuable, and thank you so much, Dr. Stephen Cameron, and also our wonderful Honorable Ambassador Joshua Adara. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. But this is not the end of today. There's also two speakers that will be speaking this evening. And these speakers are, let me see if I can get them quickly. So we have two speakers speaking this evening. And then tomorrow again will be another wonderful day that we will be, let me just quickly check first. So I've really gained a lot. So we are waiting for this evening. We have two speakers. I'm trying to get them quickly. See, this computer is just floating and floating and floating. Okay, so for this evening, okay, I think I got it now. So let me just leave it like that. Hold on. Okay, for this evening, we have again Ambassador Joshua Adara, and he will be teaching us on researching for opportunities, ideas, innovation, and creativity. This evening at 6 p.m. UK time, Nigerian time, 7 p.m. on WhatsApp. So if you want to join us, feel free to join us and learn from Ambassador Joshua Adara. Also, from 7 p.m. UK time and 8 p.m. Nigerian time, we also have Ambassador Unwali Chukwuemeka Emmanuel. He will also be teaching us on WhatsApp Masterclass section on the title again on how artificial intelligence will affect business, entrepreneurship, organizations, and employment. So this evening again, we are together. And I want to assure you that by the time we finish this transforming business and entrepreneurship, we've all learned a lot to implement and also to move our business and our entrepreneurship journey to the next level. Tomorrow morning is also another beautiful day. And we are going to be having, let me see. Yes, we are going to be having 3 speakers. Let me make sure that I got it right. Okay, yeah, 3 speakers tomorrow morning. We have, bringing back again, Professor Pratik Mugega. He will also be teaching us on how artificial, because we need to get it. Every one of them that are repeating this topic are giving us all their good ideas, and every one of them are unique. So we are bringing him back again from his own opinion to come and teach us on how artificial intelligence will affect business, entrepreneurship, organization, and employment. Tomorrow again, Dr. Linda Tong will also come to teach us on researching for opportunities, ideas, innovation, and creativity. Tomorrow again, my own PA is coming on the Zoom. I'm trying to encourage him. Hopefully, he'll be able to connect. Ambassador Lukman Nuruddin will be teaching us on overcoming challenges in business and entrepreneur. I think he has done it already on the WhatsApp. I'm just trying to encourage him to come over here to come and teach us. Thursday is another new day, and we are going to be talking about entrepreneurship, building a business that stands out. That will be Thursday. So, but on this note, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us. And now it is time to end this program. We give glory, honor, and praise to God Almighty that has given us the opportunity to learn together, share together, and also gain better understanding to implement what we've learned and impart into the nation, and also impart into our younger generation, and also making a change and difference in this world. So thank you so much, love. God Almighty, we appreciate you. We are blessed by your intuition, with your wisdom, and with your power and your ideas that you have dropped inside of us to be able to do this mindset for transforming business and entrepreneurship. So we say, thank you, Almighty God. In Jesus' name, I've prayed. Okay. Finally, I express my gratitude to everyone that have joined us today. The video will be available by tomorrow on YouTube, but you can still watch it on Facebook. And now we are ending this program. So, my final question. I like your smile, Dr. Samina. I love it so much. And Ambassador Lada and Dr. Stephen, because it's like you already know how we're going to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. We know it.
Can I end this meeting, including Captain Ayari? I want to hear your voice. Okay? I don't know if
Yes, you can.
Can we open our camera so that we can put energy into what we want to say? Is it possible to open our camera? Just for 2 seconds. Just for 2 seconds. Is it possible so that we can all do it corporately with full energy? If not, if you can't open your camera, that's fine. That's fine. I totally agree. But your voice needs to be shouting out so that I can hear properly. And Dr. Stephen, can I end this meeting? Can I end this mindset for transforming business and entrepreneurship for this section this morning? Can I end it now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
Thank you so much. I love you all. God bless.